what it's about and all that good stuff.
I'll play. I'll just do a track, the first song off the record. So this is supposed to be just kind of. I don't really remember what made me write the song. Because it's.
Is it about a sandwich?
No. I wish. But there's a line in the second verse. I kind of wanted to do like a Warren Zevon kind of like tribute lyric, like kind of like a dark.
Always a good
comedy.
Yeah,
comedy
I've been for
record.
that.
Yes.
So this is the first song off the EP. So I'll try to do this right. So. Driving around in the open air, the road can take you anywhere, but you're thinking about not coming back. That would give your mother a heart attack. So hush, don't say a word. Well, if you're gonna tell me something that I've already heard, you gotta say what sets you apart. What sets you apart? What sets you apart? Why? Why? You're not that happy to be alive, 'cause you don't know what it'd be like if you died. You might get electrocuted or crucified, raised from the dead and canonized. So hush, but don't say a word. Well, if you're gonna tell me something that I've already heard, you gotta say what sets you apart. What sets you apart? What sets you apart? Why? Why? Just like strangers in a crowded room, people ain't got no excuse for what they do, what they do. Just like strangers in a crowded room, people ain't got no excuse for what they do, what they do to you. What sets you apart? What sets you apart? What sets you apart? Why? Why?
This is the ghost of Johnny Cash, and you're listening to Flies on the Wall. May God have mercy on your soul.
Nice job, man. That was a
really
catchy
nice song. Yeah.
Yeah. The Ghost of Johnny Cash came out.
That was that's
For
pretty
an
cool that you
encore.
put that at the end of your song. I don't know how'd you memorize that. So that you and I had talked about, and you mentioned just a little bit ago how you wanted each one of the songs to be like a shimmering kind of single.
Yeah.
And so that's got to be number one. It's got to be tough. Number two, it's got to be it's got to be hard to come up with a lot of those.
I think, I mean, like, I guess as long as you have like a good chorus, and then like in production wise, I think when you get in and record, make something in the song like a part or, a little riff or something to try to make it kind of pop, like that's I kind of have a theory, and this is probably not true. This is probably like easily debunked. And I was like thinking about this theory because I was listening to Sir Duke by Stevie Wonder.
I have that 45 from when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great song.
So it's an awesome song.
But the theory is about like pop songs is like you need to have three parts that people are going to remember. If there's three, got to go with three, like because the two are going to prove that it's you have something, but that third part, and if you like dissect that song, it's got more than that. It's got more than enough, but I think you have to have three memorable parts. Like the two are going to set the foundation, and then that third part is going to like put it over the edge for people to hear.
That's the extra better part.
That's the extra better. The little bit between ordinary and.
Thus, My Sharona.
That's the meat on the steak.
I give you Exhibit A, My Sharona.
Yeah.
Well, cool. That's
like
that was a great song. I'm looking forward to hearing the recording of that stuff.
So you mentioned Warren Zevon. What are maybe some of the other influences on you, Nick?
Yeah.
I mean, who are some of the short list of people that you've listened to that really turned you on for music?
Yeah, definitely Warren Zevon, probably my favorite songwriter. Probably one of the most misunderstood songwriters.
I would say that's true.
Definitely Hayes Carl, John Prine, Chris Knight, Drive By Truckers,
Yep.
Willie Nelson, and and I'd put him in the list because I love his music and everything. But also, it's kind of weird. Like he has so many records that if you go to like the Bernie's Bargain Barn or something like that, you can just get a bunch of. So it's like I own like 20 Willie Nelson albums like in my collection, and
You're scratching
A
the
stack of
surface.
Willie.
yeah, you would just be scratching the surface anyway. Like I have one, it's like a denim box, and it just says the greatest country music recordings of all time.
Nice.
And it's like one of those Time Life things, and it's like on purple clear vinyl. It's just a Willie Nelson one-off thing from, but yeah, just because he has so much stuff. Trying to, as far as.
I mean, who are the pop rockers? You like the Replacements or anybody like
Yeah,
that?
definitely.
Or, I mean, can hear a little bit of that in there maybe. And
Yeah, definitely. I mean, not, they wouldn't be at the top of like someone that's influential to me, but they're definitely
Sure.
a band that I like.
I think you mentioned to me the band, Little Feet.
Yeah, definitely
when we
those
were
two.
talking before.
The Eagles would definitely fit in that. And, I finally got to see that documentary, the one that aired on Showtime.
It's really nice.
Dude, it's awesome. It's
Yeah.
great. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, with, a band that's that successful or Fleetwood Mac, like it's easy to dismiss kind of their success, or you kind of like think like, oh, well, it's almost seems so like inherent, like it almost
Right.
seems like, oh, they were supposed to do that.
Sure.
Kind of think to the point where you don't even appreciate it anymore, where you think, oh, I think a lot of stars are like that.
That's what caught me about that documentary is the thought that those guys weren't born millionaires and stars.
Yeah.
They actually got a little band together and started writing a couple songs and failed a little bit on the
Yeah.
on the way to being that big. I thought that was really a weird thought.
Well,
You don't consider it anymore.
Yeah, no, you're right, and just how big of a band they were, it's hard to imagine. But that stuff they had before their first record, that footage of them kind of they had the psychedelic rock kind of stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
man, this is terrible. You're like, this is it was bad. It was not good.
I think they were
It's
playing
like
that in Colorado or something.
Yeah.
It was really
the Abbey
cool.
Road text always said that the Beatles were the worst jam band ever. There were some recordings of them just jamming, and they were like, "This is terrible.
Didn't work.
Just throw this away. It's terrible. They need to actually construct songs before they play."
Who would have thunk it?
Well, She's So Heavy turned out good at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, that
the
turned out
jamming.
okay.
Yeah, you got one good jam.
Tell you, why don't we go? It's we're about 13 minutes from the top of the hour. We have to call our winner. Let's do the
Yeah.
top 10 list.